String of Pearls by Priscilla Buckley. Part 1. New York, 1944 to 1948. I opened the door and walked into a scene of controlled chaos. The United Press newsroom on the 12th floor of the Daily News building in New York was at the time the largest newsroom in the world. Several hundred men at hundreds of battered typewriters arranged in great U's, a U for each department, and dozens of teletype machines ringing and clattering day and night, erupting with news from all over the world. The editor sat at the outside of the U. The assistant editor faced him across the desk in what was called the slot, and the rewrite men and reporters manned typewriters along the long arms of the U. The floors were littered with paper, cigarette butts, and the desks with graying, cooling, stained containers of coffee, empty Coke bottles, paper, pipes, debris. A haze of smoke hung over the scene. Cigarettes dangled from lips or perched perilously on the edge of tables. Paper spewed from the open mouths of huge wastebaskets. The floor was filthy, debris smashed flat underfoot. The shirt-sleeved men kept their eyes on their machines as I walked down the long line of typewriters, past the foreign desk, where a tall, skinny fellow with glasses looked up and almost nodded before turning back to the copy at hand. He was Harrison Salisbury, who would soon take over the job as foreign editor. Walter Cronkite had recently departed the scene to serve as a UP war correspondent in Europe. It was early January 1944. Near the end of the room, an alcove on the left housed UP's radio news department. Here was another U-shaped cluster of long and short tables. Half a dozen men at their typewriters, too busy to look up, and in the corner of the room, by the window, a couple of proper desks. Leaning way back in a chair at one of them, his feet comfortably resting on the desktop, arms behind his head, a picture of relaxation in a scene of restrained turmoil. Phil Newsome, chief of the radio desk, the man with whom I had an appointment. Newsome was in his late 30s, good-looking, with a reddish complexion, martinis, and blue eyes that were enhanced by his startling white hair. I introduced myself. "Priscilla Buckley," I said. "Are you Mr. Newsome?" He sat up and invited me to sit down, and very kindly, very gently, interviewed me. Yes, I was a recent Smith College graduate. He took my word for it. I'd filled out no forms. Yes, I had worked on the college newspaper. Even I knew enough not to press that point. I heard about the job opening for a copy girl through a college friend who was herself a copy girl at Associated Press in Rockefeller Center. No, I had never held a job.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?